Hey, this is DSC Razor, and I am bringing you up with some special GTA 5 news involving the next heist. Yes, we've cracked the files, and we have found in the files the next heist audios. So I'm going to play them for you, and I'll catch you after. Please, as usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in a minute. It's a bit long, so have patience if you want to hear all the next heist missions.
The trucks we need are in the heights above the city. The guys there look blue collar, but don't worry, they're scumbags. Some of the fallout from this is gonna blow in their direction, and you don't need to feel guilty about it. I won't. For the most part, the exits are being surveilled, but no one's going to register an extra vehicle entering Port City. You got it? Bring the truck to the docks. All right, you ready to go? Two of you are hitting the blacktop in the flatbeds. You'll get as far as you can before the other two pick you up in the cargo box. Remember, the end point of this gig is a beach near El Gordo. That's our get out. Go have a debrief back at the airfield. I'll tell Mr. Crest we're good. What did I say? It's being launched. Get out of there. Chopper team, the ground unit needs evac ASAP. EVAC-ASAP, okay? Go! Are the shipments airborne? Okay, we'll get them to the cove. Put them down on the beach. Easy now. We'll take the shipment from here. And don't worry, no kids are gonna abuse these drugs. The drugs leave the country and enter some non-American city causing problems we don't have to think about. No, American kids, unless they're on vacation. Don't worry, we got it. You going for the ride, man? I'll see what I can find. Okay, I got 3 ride control vehicles in operation. Sending you the coordinates. Van 1 is responding to a robbery on Palomino Avenue. Van 2 is at a precinct in La Mesa. Van 3 is at a donut shop on Vespucci Boulevard. Yeah, I know. Your call which one to hit. I wouldn't want to speculate on the difficulty of each task. Go for anyone, but don't expect them to give it up easy. Okay. Run evasive maneuvers, lose your local law enforcement tail, and drop the riot van at the Bolingbrook Penitentiary parking lot. Out. The op on the chicken processing plant operation is almost a go. We're running a standard flypaper procedure. The truck is in a Merriweather convoy going through Murrieta Heights. You set up an ambush, station people at vantage points, and wait for it to roll into the trap. Take out the Merriweather detail, get the truck, and bring to Elysian Island for holding. The op on the chicken processing plant operation is a go. Drug gangs have been using it as a distribution center for narcotics in the region. They have a shipment coming in, which you will confiscate, load in the truck, ground troops roll in, storm the building, clear it out. Then you load the merchandise onto your truck and get out of there. So what if we're selling these drugs to buy guns, to give a dictator, to put down a democratic movement? You're taking drugs off the streets and being paid for the pleasure. You're practically gonna be the good guys here, huh? Am I right? Am I right? That's at least what I tell myself. You get a healthy tax rebate, and I make it easier for you to conduct your other business. Whatever that might be. Done. Hey, look, you know how we all thought we were done with that chicken plant drug shipment thing? Out of sight, out of mind? Turns out we're not. Turns out our off-the-books operation was on the books. And someone's been reading those books, and they don't like what they see. We need to get the shipment out of Elysian Island, and when we move, we need to move quick. So, first you're going to bring 2 cargo bobs from the airport to the airfield in Blaine County. Then you're taking some flatbed trucks from the known dealers and degenerates in the city and bringing them to the docks. Then we wait until the right moment and we move the shipment out of the port by land and then air. You got that? Good. Let's go. Look, you can do this quiet and you can do this like assholes. Only difference to me is how much paperwork I need to fill out and then redact.
getaway vehicles? Okay, take them from the dock next to Del Perro Pier, bring them down Vespucci Beach and through the storm drains. That's the best route to the drop-off, and you should be clear of the Coast Guard if the crime's reported.
Hey, come back with that thing!
You got the speedophiles? Okay, bring them back. Okay, so it's time to mess with the city's power supply. You'll be moving between different substations in the area and fitting them with explosives we can trigger when we need to switch the lights off. Luckily, anyone who's lived in Los Santos for a few years is used to that. Before you ask, don't worry too much about security. Our broke-ass city can't afford to pay the guards to work full shifts anymore. You're hitting these substations when they're off, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. Oh, what did I say about guards? Ignore it. The city obviously found something in the budget. Turns out security guards are the only city workers not losing their jobs. If you take too long, the guards will come back on duty. It's awkward, but you're gonna have to do something about them. You might need to get rid of them before fitting the charge. We haven't got long to pull this off, so get to it. Just plant the charges and get out of there. Don't mess with the bombs or detonate them early. If the substation goes off before we need it to, the whole job is blown. Blown in more ways than one. Oh, whatever. I hope that was a pretty explosion, because it set back planning on this job by months. I told you the charges were fragile. Oh, this is screwed. I don't know how I thought you could take 3 banks if you couldn't even do this. Amateurs. Okay, Melvin Andrews, here we come. What can I tell you about him? He's paranoid and doesn't get out much, fiercely protective of his privacy. He's me, but with a hard-on for torturing lab rats. Oh, and yeah, he likes sweater vests. The whole operation depends on finding this guy. Dr. Andrews doesn't socialize much, so you might smell him before you see him. Sadly, it's not going to be as simple as tracing his cell phone. He's using an encryption device which might throw out some phantom readings before we find him. This is promising. I think he's making a call. Get to these coordinates as soon as possible.
Keep applying the cream to the test group, and we'll see if the rest of them melt into a puddle of goo.
Okay, that was part 1 of the new heist missions coming audio. Check out video number 2 for the rest of the audio files for the upcoming heist missions.